Good afternoon. I'm Gwendolyn Morton, and this is Live at 5 on WBON TV 9, where every local story starts here. A few of our top stories for the day: a robbery, a car chase, and a crash leads a juvenile to jail. Plus, sad news as a Madison County man has died following an ATV crash over the holiday weekend. And a brief history of one of Richmond's most popular music stores. Those stories and more, plus local news, weather, and sports, that's all coming up today here live at 5. But first, in our WBON TV big story of the day, an apparent attempted auto theft early Saturday morning in Berea resulted in a high-speed pursuit of the perpetrators into Fayette County. Berea police say they were dispatched to Jason Circle around 1 a.m. Saturday regarding an attempted auto theft. Police say a homeowner saw and confronted the subjects. The suspects reportedly pulled a gun on the homeowner and then fled the scene. Berea police officers relocated the subjects soon after on Eli Drive and was detaining one of the subjects. That's when officers say the driver jumped back into the car and fled once more, purposely trying to run over an officer as they sped away. The Madison County Sheriff's Office joined the pursuit as the subjects headed northbound on I-75 into Fayette County. The chase ended after the subjects struck another vehicle near Patchen Drive and Stonehenge Place near Richmond Road. The driver of the pursuit vehicle then bailed but was located and apprehended by the Madison County Sheriff's Office. Deputy Jeremy Hamilton and K-9 Unit Tango. Authorities report all subjects involved in the matter are juveniles. The car they were driving also came back as stolen. According to the Madison County Sheriff's Office, stolen guns were also recovered from that vehicle at the scene. Well, a Madison County man died over the holiday weekend in an apparent ATV accident. Madison County EMS got the call just before midnight Friday night, December the 22nd. Responders found 45-year-old Shane Morgan suffering from life-threatening injuries from that wreck in the 1700 block of Poozy Ridge. Morgan later died as a result of those injuries at Baptist Health Hospital. Well, some 55 years ago, Clifford and Angela Currier moved their family from Puerto Rico Air Force Base to a small town in Kentucky. According to his daughter Kathy, her father said that a college town on I-75 needed a music store. Richmond was the small town, and that college was Eastern Kentucky University. Today, one would say Clifford and Angela were right. Kathy told the story about how her father bought the accordion, Dennis a guitar, and Craig a drum set to help launch that music store. It all started on Big Hill Avenue in a building that Ballard Luxon had built. Clifford and Angela rented a space on the bottom floor several years later, with 3 more rooms rented and busting at the seams full of music equipment. Currier's Music World moved to a retail space in the University Shopping Center. Currier's Music World would later relocate to downtown Richmond at the old Newbies building. Currier Music Store stored musical instruments in the basement and had their retail shop on Main Street. The corner of Main and 2nd was home to Currier's Music World for 37 years. The next move was to the Old Wallace Bookstore on 2nd Street, just down the street from the Main Street store. After several years at this location, it was time for the latest move. Kathy moved back to Main Street in the retail space formerly known as Mike's Hike and Bike. Today, Currier's Music World helps welcome friends and tourists to downtown Richmond once again. Currier's Music gives 5 instructors a place to teach students to play the guitar, horns, keyboards, and various other instruments. All kinds of musical instruments are for sale, and Currier's will also help customers with instrument repairs. Currier's Music World is happy to be part of the history of Richmond and thriving high school and college music scene and the music genres of Kentucky. Well, the Richmond Police Department would like to join the Georgetown Police Department in reminding citizens to be careful in how they dispose of boxes for new electronics, along with old toys and TVs. Putting boxes for new things and or putting old items out on the curb in plain sight shows thieves what's new, valuable things people in the house have received for Christmas. To protect against the possibility of thieves, police recommend breaking down and bundling the boxes until they are able to be put in the trash can or recycled. Having old electronics, toys, and appliances either stored or hauled away, and to make sure that windows and doors are locked and security systems are activated whenever you leave the house. Well, Somerset-Pulaski County Special Response Team responded to two commercial vehicle incidents Tuesday morning, one involving a semi-truck hauling milk that caught fire and another a dump truck hauling oil and fuel that overturned. A semi-truck that was hauling cartons of milk during the first incident when it caught fire. After the fire was extinguished, an environmental contractor was called for the consult to clean up. The second incident happened on East 80. Heading toward London just after 10 this morning, a dump truck overturned and sent the driver to a local hospital with minor injuries. Due to the danger of saddle tank puncturing while uprighting, the tanks were pumped. Absorbent pads were deployed to soak up the release of the oil and fuel and will stay on the scene for at least a day for remediation. Well, big news for the city of Jackson and Eastern Kentucky has utilized a $50,000 community facilities grant from the USDA to acquire new police vehicles. Mayor Laura Thomas emphasized the importance of ensuring officer safety, particularly on some existing vehicles which were suboptimal condition. With a focus on the dependable and low-maintenance vehicles, the grant aims to enhance the safety and reliability of the police fleet. Mayor Thomas expressed gratitude for external funding support, highlighting its significance for a municipality with budgetary constraints. Good news there for Jackson City Hall. Well, a Southern Kentucky man, Jason Piercy, was arrested following two reported incidents of false imprisonment within the past week. On December the 23rd, Wayne County Sheriff's deputies responded to a domestic violence incident at a Black Road residence where Piercy was allegedly holding his girlfriend inside. 3 days later, deputies were called to Cedar Bluff Circle Road, where Piercy was found lying on a floor, unresponsive. Wayne County EMS awakened him, determining no medical emergency. Upon leaving, Piercy reportedly cursed at the homeowner, shutting and locking the door, preventing them from leaving. He allegedly held the homeowners inside, leading to his arrest on charges of terroristic threatening and unlawful imprisonment. Piercy was booked into the Wayne County Detention Center. This is an ongoing investigation. Of course, you can follow all the updates here on WBONTV.com. We're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. Pretty rainy weekend, but we've got some sun out there now. We've got Todd in the Weather Center. He's going to give us a look at the forecast for the week. That's coming up right here next.
Hi, I'm John Leeds, artisan owner of Leeds Fine Jewelry. If you're looking for holiday gifts, we have faceted Kentucky earrings in silver and gold. We also have Kentucky agate red and black set in sterling rings starting at $179. Do you have broken items? We can get them fixed for you for Christmas. We're open on Mondays through Saturdays starting December 1st, 108 East Main Street in beautiful Richmond, Kentucky. Remember, we're locally owned and we're nationally known.
How do you protect your family during a disaster? Have a plan of action for tornadoes, floods, earthquakes, and for an incident at the Bluegrass Army Depot. Know what you will do and how you will contact each other. Having a plan helps to keep you calm and not panic. Visit EstleCountyEMA.com to get started today. Plan today for a safer tomorrow.
I'm Michelle. And I'm Jennifer, and in the spring of 1992, Bishop Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Kokudet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond.
We can't wait to see ya.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
'Tis the season for sickness. Protect yourself and those around you with vaccinations at the Harness Health Pharmacies, powered by Mercy Health. Mercy Health Pharmacies offer vaccines for influenza, COVID-19, pneumonia, and RSV. Most vaccines are covered by the insurance, and in case they are not, Harness Health Pharmacy also partners with the primary care clinics for patients that are required by insurance to receive their vaccines there. Stop by the Harness Health Pharmacy in Irvin, located next to the Mercy Health Irvin Primary Care.
Welcome back to Live at 5, a rainy Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. But now we're back to the work week. We've got Todd to take a look at the forecast and into the new year. That's coming up right now. Here's Todd.
Hey, Gwendolyn, good to see you. Of course, hope you had a wonderful Christmas holiday vacation. A little bit soggy out there today. A storm system will continue to move through the region over the next few days, and we're going to have waves of very light precipitation now. But tonight, the heaviest of the rain is going to be shifting off to the east. Roads remain pretty wet this evening yet. And again, just a few light showers as this pushes off to the east. Here's our weather tomorrow. Looks like we are going to be dealing with some slightly drier air, but notice this precipitation back to the west. That'll be our weather as we approach the end of the week. So this storm system, again, is moving very slow. It's a very large storm stretching from the Canadian border all the way down to the Gulf of Mexico. So some light on and off showers here overnight. Temperatures dropping down into the mid-30s and drier tomorrow. But then we have that late week mix. So for Saturday, if you're looking ahead to this upcoming holiday weekend, New Year's Eve on Sunday is looking okay. Monday could see a couple of showers. Definitely a little cooler there into the upper 30s. And the winds will start to pick up once again over the course of the weekend, Saturday to Sunday, maybe some 20-plus mile-per-hour winds. So the heaviest rains, again, shifting off to the east. Here comes that next little batch of precipitation as we head into the end of the week, and that should be overall very light. So additional rain tonight should be, again, a little heavier off to the east, but that will be fading. As you notice, early tomorrow morning, we do have, again, maybe a couple of sprinkles, but otherwise the clouds remain, and then we start to see a few peaks of sunshine tomorrow afternoon. So Wednesday morning, we're down into the low and mid 30s, rather, with those northeasterly winds at around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Heading into the day, we could have a few more peaks of sunshine. Temperatures are still running a little bit above average as we top out near that 50-degree mark. Not a bad day tomorrow. Clouds do fill in. Could see a little bit of light precipitation and a bit of a wintry mix Thursday night into Friday, but overall a decent weekend with maybe another mix on Monday.
Thanks, Todd. And for weather all the time, you can find it on Channel 9 online. Check out our Facebook page and WBONTV.com. Well, a Georgetown man convicted for murder is up for parole 20 years after the crime. Roger McBeath will go before the parole board for the murder of Ashley Lyons nearly 2 decades after the tragic incident. On January the 7th, 2004, Ashley visited a park in Georgetown to share an ultrasound with McBeath, the father of the child. The evening turned tragic when she was found shot and killed in her car, marking the inception of a prolonged legal process that led to convictions for both McBeath and his girlfriend, Dina Williams. Williams was granted parole for her part in the murder in 2021. As the parole board reviews McBeath's potential release on December 27th, the Lyons family, driven by a sense of justice, has submitted statements opposing that parole. Well, 2 fishermen who were treated for hypothermia after their boat capsized on Lake Cumberland in Russell County have been released from the hospital on Christmas Eve. The incident occurred around 7:30 when the men lost engine power, resulting in the capsizing of their boat. One man managed to get back into the boat while the other was held by the man in the boat until Russell County Search and Rescue arrived. Both men, who were wearing life jackets, were taken to the hospital for treatment and have since made a full recovery. Happy ending to that story. Well, according to the Lexington Police Department, a pedestrian has died that was involved in an early morning crash involving two vehicles on North New Circle Road. The accident occurred just before 3 a.m. this morning on West New Circle Road at Leestown Road in Lexington and closed the outer loop of New Circle Road until around 7 this morning while reconstruction crews investigated. The pedestrian was transported to a local hospital with life-threatening injuries following the crash and there later died. That person has yet to be officially identified and that investigation is ongoing. You can follow along with WBON TV for more updates on that story. Well, on Saturday, a police shooting took place at the McDonald's in Lawrenceburg, prompting the Lawrenceburg Police Department to request an investigation by the Kentucky State Police. The KSP is currently investigating the incident, which involved a male individual. The male was subsequently transported from the scene to a local hospital with injuries of unknown severity. Witnesses on scene reported a significant police presence in the vicinity of the McDonald's at the intersection of West Broadway and US 127. This is an ongoing investigation. Of course, we'll have more details as they become available. We're going to take another break. Don't worry, we got lots more right here live at 5, including Dawson Roll up next with sports.
Are you considering a bathroom remodel? Think about this. Remodeling your bathroom without addressing the plumbing is like going to get a facelift when you need heart surgery. Plumbing is the heart of your home. At Fast Flow, we understand the importance of a well-functioning plumbing system. Our expert plumbers have years of experience in providing top-notch plumbing services. Don't just settle for a pretty face. Choose Fast Flow Plumbing before you remodel and keep your home's heart beating perfectly.
Call a pro at Fast Flow!
Did I ever tell you about that time I zipped right past that dang Sasquatch?
I don't think so.
Yes, sir. I don't know how they ever got away if it wasn't for this brand new side-by-side I got at Gateway Cycles.
In Mount Sterling?
Yes, sir. They set me up with something that left old Sasquatch sneezing in my dust.
Jimbo!
Lord, I hear him coming back now.
That ain't no Sasquatch. That's Mama.
Get a great deal on Sasquatch eluders today. Gateway Cycles, Mount Sterling.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
Watch The Real McCoys weekdays at 9:30 a.m. on Heartland.
Family known as The Real McCoys.
Watch Laugh-In on Retro TV, Mondays through Thursdays at 10 p.m. and Saturdays at 8.
If you love local sports, you'll love the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Join your host, Michael Watkins, Samantha Burford, and Dawson Rule as they cover sports news for the greater Madison County area. Get your local sports news every Monday night from 6 to 7 on WBON Channel 9 and on Y92.5, V99.3, and CBS Sports Radio 103.5. The Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show is also brought to you by the Richmond Raceway, the Law Office of Patrick O'Neill, Nuevo Vallarta, and Bishop Small Engine Repair.
Well, welcome back to Live at 5. While it was a great Christmas, the holiday tournaments aren't done yet. Sports anchor Dawson Roll is back in the studio to preview tournaments starting tomorrow in Kentucky for many of our various Madison County girls and boys basketball teams. Here's Dawson.
It's the Christmas season. Christmas was yesterday, but that does not mean the holiday season's already over. It's because all week long, teams are still competing in big games, with some now entering in Christmas holiday tournaments for the first or second time this year. These are, of course, our Madison County girls and boys basketball teams. To look ahead at what's to come next, the first game, which is actually in a local Richmond tournament, begins tomorrow. It's going to be the Richmond Car and Truck Holiday Classic, being hosted at Madison Central, who's also participating. The Indians begin play in the tournament tomorrow night at 8 o'clock against Bishop Brossard. Bishop only has 3 wins this year combined, and both teams want to start this tournament off with a big win. Another nearby tournament is beginning tomorrow. This one in Lexington, and it's the famous White Greer and Maggard Holiday Classic, Lexington Catholic. Madison Southern's boys team will be playing in this tournament against potentially some quality competition. Frederick Douglass, Lyon County, and Woodford County are all in this bracket, but the Eagles start out a matchup tomorrow at noon against Cooper High School. All 4 of Cooper's losses this year have come against out-of-state teams, which is going to make this matchup with Southern very interesting. Both teams have 6 or more wins this year. The final tournament starting tomorrow for a local team is the Lady Invitational of the South, which the Madison Central girls will be participating in. They tip off tomorrow down in Allen County, Scottsville, against Breckenridge County at 2:15. There are over 10 teams competing in this tournament, so we'll be following the Lady Indians' performance all week long. Now, other tournaments are taking place, but they're going to start Thursday or later this week, so we'll have more information on those when they get closer. The EKU men's basketball team traveled to Tuscaloosa on Saturday and suffered a big defeat to the Tide, 111-67. Leland Walker scored 20 points, Isaiah Kozar added in 19, and Michael Moreno scored 18 on 6 threes made. Alabama shoots a lot of threes as part of their offense, and they hit 19 in the game against the Colonels. Eastern only shot 28% on their three-pointers. Now, the Colonels are 4-8 and will travel to play number 1 ranked Purdue later this week at Purdue. Good luck to the Colonels as they travel to West Lafayette. This game will happen the same night of a big Eastern women's basketball game against Sanford, which will be covered later this week. That's going to be all for sports today, but do not worry. Later this week, an upcoming bowl game and more tournaments to cover. This is Dawson Rule, bringing you Madison County's sports coverage.
Thanks, Dawson, for that sports report. We're going to take a quick break. Lots more news coming up right here following this break.
You've heard the name Chenault Vineyards, but what do you know about it? Chenault Vineyards is a place for the community to enjoy. Central Kentucky's premier event and wedding destination with 5 event venues, full-service catering, over 13 varieties of wine, live music entertainment, seasonal food options, weekly themed Wednesday night out and girls night out, trivia, murder mystery date nights, and free yoga on the point with beautiful views. Everyone can find something to do at Chenault Vineyards. Want to know more? Follow them on Facebook and Instagram or plan your night out at ChenaultVineyards.com.
Mushroom lovers, this one's for you. This is for the beef lovers too, the onion lovers, the Swiss cheese lovers. If you love all these things, then you're going to absolutely love our classic double mushroom onion melt. Try it now, only at A&W. Feel the heat at A&W with our delicious, cheesy, and spicy sriracha cheese curds. They're available for a limited time only, so come on in and try some today. Only at A&W.
Are you looking for a brand new SUV that won't break the bank? Look no further than Jack Burford Chevrolet, home of the newly redesigned 2024 Trax. Bigger, bolder, more refined, and starting under $25,000, the new Chevy Trax is really upped its game. Come see us at Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond or check us out at jackburford.com to see everything this new Trax has to offer.
If it won't go down!
Call Mr. Rooter, the best in town.
What do I do now?
Call Mr. Rooter, the best plumber in town. Mr. Rooter is Central Kentucky's affordable and reliable plumber. Right now, get any drain in your home cleaned for only $89. Call 859-253-CLOG. That's 859-253-CLOG. So if you've got a problem that won't go down, call Mr. Rooter. He's the best plumber in town. He'll clean any drain in your home for only $89.
Now I know who to call.
Call Mr. Rooter.
Bye-bye, Poopy.
Richmond has its very own TV station, WBON TV Channel 9, featuring 4 new TV channels of programming. Our primary station, 9.1, is available over the air with an antenna on all area cable systems, Roku, and our live player at WBONTV.com. You'll love the local sports and other local programming, including the only local newscast for the greater Richmond area, live at 5 daily. Find out more at WBONTV.com.
For years, Richmond residents have been searching for a heating and air company that can do it all. That search is now over. Don't let the name fool you. Fayette Heating and Air serves all over Central Kentucky for both commercial and residential customers. With Fayette Heating and Air, they promise that no matter the issue, no matter the time, you can expect award-winning heating repairs the first time, every time. Visit FayetteHeating.com to learn about special financing and how to sign up for the Comfy Club. With Fayette Heating and Air, complete home solutions.
Welcome back to Live at 5 on WBON TV Channel 9. If you are a newer model Toyota owner, know that the company is now recalling about 1 million vehicles over a potential problem with the passenger airbag. The recall involves 15 different Toyota and Lexus models, including the Camry, the Sienna, and the RAV4, as well as the Lexus RX 350 and ES 250 types. The model years are between the 2020 and 2022 years. Toyota says the occupant classification system sensor in the recalled vehicles could short circuit. The sensor helps identify whether the person sitting in the front passenger seat is an adult or a child based on weight. Toyota said because of the possible glitch, the airbag may not deploy in certain kinds of crashes when it should. Dealers will inspect and, if necessary, replace the sensors. Toyota will notify owners of the recalled vehicles by the middle of this coming February. Well, the vehicle of a suspect involved in a Knox County shooting that the Kentucky State Police are looking for was located this afternoon in Richmond. The shooting took place on the morning of Saturday, December the 23rd. Police received a report of a shooting on Lynn Camp School Hollow Road at 11:15 Saturday. At the scene, police found 2 individuals who had non-lethal gunshot wounds and had to take them to the University of Tennessee Medical Center. Authorities later identified the shooting suspects as 39-year-old Donald Napier, who has been charged with first-degree assault, and Jonathan and April Barrett. Napier was last seen driving away from the scene on the incident in a white Chevy Malibu. The Malibu was found this Tuesday afternoon in Richmond parking lot, reporting the Kentucky State Police that Napier was not in the car. There have been no reported sightings of him since the day of the shooting. Well, good news. If you play the lottery, I guess no one matched all 6 numbers drawn to win the Christmas Powerball jackpot for last night. So the grand prize is now at over $685 million. According to the lottery, this is the 4th Powerball jackpot this year to reach more than $500 million. Its cash value is $344.7 million if the winner opts for a lump sum payment. Only 3 Powerball jackpots have been won on Christmas. It last happened 10 years ago when a player in Missouri won $71.5 million in jackpot money. The odds of winning the jackpot are 1 in 292.2 million. Well, thanks so much for joining us here live at 5 today. I hope you had a wonderful holiday weekend. And of course, we'll be right back here tomorrow with more news, weather, and sports as we get ready for the new year. We'll have lots of more great features tomorrow, like Wanted Wednesday. And of course, this weekend, we're going to get you for the big New Year's Eve celebrations where you can go and what's going to be going on in the area. Have a wonderful afternoon, and we'll be right back here tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow live at 5.